Okay. Okay, howdy y'all. Welcome back to MAMIYA, a shared illusion of the world's end. I am in so I told y'all that I was getting a new job for the summer. So I am in that dorm out of town, at my new job. So I hope that everything was set back up the way it was supposed to be set up. I have my laptop, I have my microphone, everything should be good. I am not alone in this dorm, so if y'all hear things in the room or in the background and things like that, I'm not alone. So I mentioned this in one of my previous streams, but we got a reveal that Minato supposedly has a cousin, and that cousin is Mina, right? That maid from the maid cafe that Natsume has a crush on. And I just realized, I mentioned this in the last stream, I just realized that Mina, like her name is Mina, right? Mina is the first part of Minato, right? So I think that that supposed cousin that he has, and that cousin that he says he has he said that cousin ain't a good person. He said, he said she was a terrible person, and we got offended by that because we thought that he was just bad mouthing her. But I believe that that's actually his self-hatred, because if you remember in his root, he said that when he was found out that he had women's clothes in his closet, he told people that it belonged to, I thought he said it belonged to Midori, which is Ryo's sister, right? So I believe that him saying that Mina's his cousin is like one of those excuses, and that Mina is actually him. Like, it makes sense that his name is Minato, that girl's name is Mina. We don't know her last name. She didn't say her last name when we were with Morichika and when we did his route. So I believe that he works as Mina at the maid cafe. And, he has so much self-hatred about cross-dressing, and I think he's gay, to be honest. It seems like he is, because it seems like he has romantic feelings for other guys, and he tries to force himself to be romantically and sexually involved with girls when he clearly is uncomfortable with that. So yeah, I think that's Mina. I think he's Mina, and I want to prove it. I want to prove it. And I never realized that Mina has black hair. I think they have different eye color, but he could just put on some eye contact color, those colored eye contacts, so his eye color would change. So I'm so excited to see what happened. Like, we just left off on a cliffhanger. So let's see. Let's just go ahead and start. Let's continue. Yeah. So let me see. Is the log open? Yeah, the log is open. Let's see. So he didn't go to school. So we went back to his house. Okay, that's what happened. So we fought with him. Natsume fought with him after he offended him by saying that Mina was a bad girl. She was a bad person. And he wanted to go apologize. He said I was too rough on him. He went to the school. Tojo wasn't there, so he was looking for him. He found him by the river, and then went back home. So that's where we are right now. Okay. The orchid withered. What? Sorry. Don't be. That's what flowers do. I can't do this anymore. Tojo Minato? He silently took several deep, long breaths. He didn't look right at me. I know. I knew it. He's about to go. He's about to get changed into the main costume. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh gosh. Okay. Also, it's so funny. I don't know, cause I gave Mina a Jamaican accent, and I clearly did not give Mina the same accent. So that's kind of awkward. But I guess we'll just pretend that a part of his disguise was changing his accent. We'll just say that too. I'll go get changed. You just wait there. Okay. That's why I had the biggest crush on Amita. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's continue. I hope I don't catch a cold. Uh-oh. I'm scared. I can't even read the rest of this because I'm so nervous. Okay. Natsume. Oh, told you. I knew it. Oh my gosh, wait. This ain't the same sprite as before. Oh, now he has it's his face, but with Mina's um wig and dress and name tag. I guess he does wear color contacts because his eyes are different. I wonder, does she have a beauty mark on the side of her eye? I think she might have covered it up. Yep, I was right. I caught on the last minute. I wonder how long it took for people to catch on at while they were playing this to realize that Mina and Mina and Minato were the same person. Huh? Why is Mina here? Natsume. Okay, I'm gonna do the Jamaican accent just so, because it's probably he's revealing himself, so I'm going to do the Jamaican accent so I can do that. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. There they stood, their face distorted with tears. Yet they looked at me with eyes that reflected a certain bravery. The person before me was both my idol and Tojo Minato at the same time. See? Not to me, not a care if you would. That's you. You know. See, he loves you just the way you are. Please don't kill yourself like you did last time, please. I see. Man, I had no idea you were Mina. I don't know. He might be lying a little bit, to be honest. I feel like he felt a little bit betrayed. Doesn't bother me at all, though. Natsume. Oh man, it always feels great to have Mina speak my name. He's odd. He is so clearly he's trying to support him, but he's so obviously um trying to make him feel better. Yeah. Oh. Oh man. It always feels great to have Mina speak my name. Natsume. Um your tea is spilling. Huh? Your arms are shaking. It's like there's an earthquake around them. Oh. Mm. I'm sorry. It's okay. Let me wipe your clothes. Clothes. Every time I try to do this Jamaican accent, I always, it always doesn't sound right to me. Okay. Thank you. She used a towel to carefully wipe my chest. A pleasant scent reached my nose every time she moved. I felt my face heat up. Oh my gosh. Okay. Natsume? Oh, don't mind me. Well, he still has a crush. Well, I had no idea you were Mina. Huh? Huh? I thought you realized a long time ago and that you were only playing along. I don't know if I should switch back to his regular voice. I didn't. I had no idea. It never even crossed my mind. Mm, okay. It's off. Thank you. The moment I said that, she jumped away. That actually made me somewhat sad. Mm. Still, I, t- I think that it was only a matter of time. Huh? I think you would have seen right through me at some point. At some point. Yes, that's at some point. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure about that. Mm. Sorry. Why are you apologizing? Because I tricked you. Not just you. Everyone. Oh, come on. You didn't. Mm. You're not going to hit me. I expected you to get mad or push me away. Well, it's kind of like I don't quite understand this yet. I recall Tojo Minato's story. He ended up breaking down because he couldn't maintain the balance between his heart and his surroundings. It was a tragedy caused by a lack of outlet. More than anything, I'm just relieved you're accepting yourself. You talk like you know everything about me. Man, hearing me talk in a masculine tone was sure was something. Okay, so maybe I should use his regular voice. I don't know. I'll just do the accent while doing like, cause every time I even did Mina, I always did her voice too low, but I guess it fit. I guess. Why did you think that? Why did you think that I'm accepting myself? For all you know, I could just be a bad narcissist who enjoys looking down upon people. I know that's not true. I'm just happy. I truly am. I'm happy that you. I'm happy that you're free. Free? Mina's eyes change. Yeah, I suppose this could be called freedom. I. If I could redo everything, I would have chosen not to take up this appearance. Why? His words came as a surprise. Didn't Tojo Minato's life end in tragedy because he was bottling up everything up on the inside? Okay, I want to do his regular voice. The more time I spend as a maid, as Mina, the more aware I become of how different I am from others. It was fun at first. Oh, this is kind of loud. Let me turn this down a little bit. It was fun at first. I could wear what I wanted and did my best to look cute. But I have school 5 times a week. I attended classes, spent time after that as Mina, then repeated it all over again. As a student, I chatted with my classmates about the shows we watched, the magazines we read, the limited time menus we tried. As time went by, I began to wonder what I was even doing. The longer I wore a maid outfit, the more time I worked as Mina, the more I laughed as her, the more painfully aware I became of the difference between me and my surroundings. If I knew it'd be like this, I never would have done this in the first place. If I hadn't become Mina, I would have never had to feel so crushed by the guilt because of all the people that liked me. I regretted what I said. I merely thought he'd find peace if he had an outlet outside of school. But that wasn't the problem. The root of his issue was the idea that he felt himself to be unlike everyone else. And the stronger the difference between him and the surroundings became, the worse the pain within him grew. I wonder if, well, Mina, not Mina, well, it is Mina, but Minato said that he wanted to pretend that Natsume, you know, the dead one, he wanted to pretend that we, the Natsume that we present as the inspector, was the Natsume that was his friend, and he wanted to seem like he was pretending that we were the same person, but he knew in his heart that we wasn't. So I wonder, but I still feel like sometimes I feel like feels like that he knows that we are Natsume, to be honest. And it's like he should wonder, how do we know that he had the phone, to be honest? Well, I guess he could say that Natsume told us that Mina had the phone, but still. Okay, anyway, I still have the phone. The phone he gave me on that day. I wanted to get rid of it. I wanted to close it off in its casket forever, along with our memories. That's why I found the idea of burying something with him so convenient. Throughout this month, both of my shells would forget about Natsume. Why did he give me that phone? Did he find himself caught up in some incident? Was he seeking help? If I could have done anything back then, if I hadn't lost sight of his phone even for a second, would he not have died? I have many questions like that, but Natsume's no longer with us. I'll never atone for my sins. I just don't understand why. Excuse me. Again, y'all, I just had dinner before this, so excuse me if I keep burping at the microphone. I keep doing this. I keep streaming after I eat dinner. But why does he feel that he is responsible for Natsume's death? I just don't understand why he feels that way. So I need more context for that. So at the very least, I wanted to be forgiven by being nice to you. That's about the gist of it, really. Mina. The way you call my name, you're so much like the real Natsume, because I am from the dead. I've been revived. Oh, that was rude of me, wasn't it? You're a different person after all. Mina. Mina, you have a Minute Live event coming up, don't you? Your blog says you'll dance to a new song. I'll be looking forward to it. Stop. Natsume, stop. Don't say that. Don't call me the same way he used to. Mina. If there's something you want to say to me, just say it. You must be full of questions, right? Okay, at this point, he should know that we are Natsume. We are that Natsume that he knew that died. Like, at this point. I mean, like, again, would I believe that someone who I know, someone who I've known to have died suddenly, you know, would I suddenly come to the conclusion that, oh, that's that same person that's alive now? I don't know, like, you know, I have to think about that. Like, if it's in real life and someone came up to me acting like the person I knew that had died, I wouldn't automatically just come to the conclusion, are you the one that died? You know, I want to come to that conclusion. But still, since I know the truth behind this, it's just a little frustrating. Mina. That is, Tojo Minato took a deep breath and spent a good amount of time thinking. Why did he give me that phone? Did he find him? Did he find himself caught up in some incident? Was he seeking help? If I could have done anything back then, if I hadn't lost sight of his phone even for a second, would he not have died? A great variety of words flashed through his mind. He thought about what he could ask me to make his guilt go away. In the end, the only one thing escaped his lips. Would you? Okay. This is what I was thinking. I was so when I played as Root in the Fall Down, I was so torn. I was so torn between whether he was gay, whether he was supposed to be actually a transgender girl who wasn't out yet, who just had dysphoria, or if he chose to cross-dress her. So, but now that Mina says this, and they don't change Mina's name back. They say Mina, they keep saying Mina. So maybe Mina, this is like, because right now Mina says, would you accept me as a girl? Of course. Okay, so yeah, we finally got the answer I was looking for when I played this Root before. Okay, so Mina was trans. Okay, of course. Okay. Oh, Mina, you make me cry. Okay, I would cry, but I'm in a dorm with people, so I don't know if I should be making all that noise, but she's crying right now. Tojo Minato. Mina cried her eyes out, ignoring the mess she was making of a uniform. By the time her voice lost warmth, the rain had already let up. There was a large window in Tojo Minato's room. The light inside was off, so you could see outside very clearly. The large yellow moon shone down on the cheeks of the youth next to me. We bathed in the moonlight. The light of the sun exposed too much. Okay. Are we gonna go through all 4 of our friends like we did the last time? And I want to know, where's MAMIYA? Because we saw that Mina had MAMIYA again, like the same MAMIYA that we saw in his group beforehand. So I'm trying to see where, because I don't know. I don't know. Okay, let's just play it. So this week, round outline was just perfect for us. Are you cold? Yeah. Now that you mention it, I am. Okay, so it's changed the name back to Tojo Minato on the screen. Should I bring you something? Like a blanket? Over here. Come closer. Tojo Minato. Keep saying that. Tojo tilted his head and invited me closer, so I went to sit next to him. Aw, the CGs. Tojo? Within the pale blue light, Tojo Minato looked out into the distance through the window. What was reflected in those eyes of his? I couldn't begin to tell. Natsume. What? Do you have any siblings? Not really. You don't either, right? Right. But I almost did. I'm not sure if they would have been older or younger than me, though. What do you mean? My mother once told me something, and I don't even know if it's true. But apparently I was supposed to be a twin. Oh. What if Tojo was a fraternal twin, and that fraternal twin was female, and Tojo is a chimera. So so Tojo has the DNA of both himself and his fraternal twin sister that was um, absorbed in the womb. Because, that happens to some people. Some people are chimeras and have two different sets of DNA in their bodies. Um, like, there was this one story of a mother who she gave birth to a child, and the child tested that, she wasn't the mother of that child. And so there was some potential, so potentially that child could have gotten taken away from her. But when she gave birth for the second time and they tested that child again, they saw that that child also wasn't determined to be genetically descended from, like, they weren't determined to have a mother-child relationship. And that's because the child has the DNA of the chimera twin that was absorbed into the child's mother. So she was only, determined to be an aunt, like genetically. So the DNA that they had was the DNA that was not connected, that was not the same as the chimera's DNA. So I wonder if that's what was going on right now. Tojo Minato went on in a low, disinterested tone. When I was still in my mother's womb, the doctor said there was two of us inside. However, one of them vanished in the early stages of pregnancy. A vanishing twin. What? Okay, I just had another idea. Okay, so the idea that I just had is my idea, but, because that's scientifically possible, the idea that I just told y'all. But the one I'm about to tell y'all just now, well, right now, is that what if MAMIYA is Tojo's twin brother? Because if you look at MAMIYA is this doesn't make this don't make no sense, to be honest. But I don't know, but MAMIYA kind of looks like Tojo. MAMIYA has short black hair. He has fair skin. I don't know if he has the same eye color. But what if MAMIYA vanished from the womb and MAMIYA grew up somewhere else? Because we don't know who MAMIYA is. MAMIYA is some ethereal, some otherworldly being. So it could be possible that that twin vanished from the womb and was raised somewhere else. I have no idea what MAMIYA's deal is. But I don't think they're telling us this for no reason. This has to be a reason why they're telling us all this. A vanishing twin. That's what it's called, I think. I see. You're so knowledgeable. When I heard it back when I was little, but didn't give it much thought. Still, I sometimes wonder where the other twin vanished. And from time to time, I think about what my twin would have been like. Isn't that a wonderful thing to think about, though? Oh, I always forget to turn off these notifications when I stream. Isn't it a wonderful thing to think about, though? I mean, I might have been a twin. Tojo has green eyes. So I'm gonna type in MAMIYA and see if I can find MAMIYA's picture. Let me see. I can't find it. Wait. No. Wait, y'all. This is his twin brother. Do you see how he has black? Look at this, black hair. Well, y'all can't see how my screen looks like since I can't. Well, I guess I could set up another room. So y'all can see my browser. But I can tell y'all that he has black hair, he has green eyes, he has a birthmark on the side of his eyes, just like Tojo on the outline of his eyes. He has Fair skin. I don't. I can't believe I didn't realize this until just now. But he looked just like Tojo. Oh, now that I think about it, when we were doing Ryo's route, when Ryo was on the roller coaster, no, it was not the roller coaster. It was the Ferris wheel. It was on the Ferris wheel, and everything turned black. He saw. I thought it was Osamu at the time, but it was actually MAMIYA sitting with his green scarf, and he had his head hunched over, and he thought it was Tojo at first when he first saw him, but he realized that wait, no, that ain't Tojo, and now we know that's MAMIYA. MAMIYA is his twin brother. I know it already. I call it right now. Okay, it's kind of too late to call it, but it's not too late since they ain't reveal it just yet. They just hinting at it right now. The twin vanished before it was clear whether it'd be identical or fraternal. So I don't know. So I don't even know if they would have looked like me. Well, he does look like you. Y'all identical twins. But what if my twin was a girl? That's what I thought at first, but no. That's not true. Tojo Minato's tone suddenly changed. It sounded like he was It sounded like he was on the verge of tears. I didn't look at him, no. It wouldn't have felt right. I keep wondering if there was a part of me dedicated to her, and if that's why she ends up showing herself every now and then. Maybe this is what she wants. After saying all that in a single breath, he inhaled deeply. Oh, I'm still reading in his voice, goodness sake. As for me, I maintain my silence. Look, I know the vanished twin has nothing to do with the current me. I know that it's not that simple. But even though I didn't give this whole thing much thought when I first learned about it, right now, I can't help but feel that it's somehow connected to everything. Well, not in the way that you're thinking right now. Maybe it's the reason I am the way I am. The reason why I'm different. I need a clear reason I can understand. And even if I know it's unrelated, I keep trying to explain that girl who was next to me back when I wasn't even myself yet. I think I finally understood what he wanted me to do, as well as the nature of his pain. You know, this is terrible now that I think about it. If MAMIYA is actually Tojo's twin brother, why did he go and convince him to kill him, to slit his wrist in the bathtub and drown himself? Ugh, he's so disgusting. Ugh, and he acts like he's doing all this for these people's good. But I don't know how tricking someone to commit suicide is helping them. I'm trying to understand that. As well as the nature of his pain. All you really wanted was approval. You wanted approval to see me as Natsume and to act as Mina. Or perhaps you wanted approval for problems that go even deeper. You've always lived with the idea that you were doing something sinful, something that you shouldn't do. I don't think you're doing anything bad, but since you couldn't forgive yourself, you wanted approval from someone else. Tojo Minato's hands began to tremble while he was still wrapped around his knees. I wanted to place my hand on his to help him calm down, but in the end, I chose not to do so. There's no longer anyone to give you their approval. That's why you want a clear-cut punishment. You want to be chained down by your atonement. I finally came to face him and the person he was. Tojo Minato had been looking at me all this time. I saw my reflection wavering in the moist gleam of his jewel-colored eyes, along with the moon as it shone down on us, a face so twisted by desperation it didn't suit him. I smiled, hoping he would do the same. Natsume. Huh? Call me Natsume. Say it the way you said it to him. That's your punishment. His lips began to tremble. In that case, I could tell from his tone that he was doing his best to differentiate between me and the Natsume who died. I knew this would leave him thoroughly bewildered. After all, it would be like tethering a person's ghost to him. Minato. His shoulders trembled. He was clearly flustered by the way I addressed him, which made this the perfect punishment. Minato. I repeated his name to Max how much I've been trembling myself, and to make sure my words wouldn't get stuck in my throat from fear of getting rejected. Tojo Minato slowly looked up at me with his large round eyes. As he kept opening and closing his mouth, seemingly on the verge of saying something, we both waited for his voice to finally break the silence. Natsume. I waited for a few seconds to process his tone. Tojo Minato was afraid. I, on the other hand, was happy. That feels a lot more natural. I was being honest. His emerald green eyes told me that I was making him do something truly cruel. I refused to listen to them. Only sounds mattered to me now. After all, that was the punishment I prepared for him. We stayed still like that for a while. The lights of the evening felt strangely gentle and warm. A chilly breeze snuck in through the closed window, making his room somewhat cold. As a result, we drew closer to each other and huddled up as much as we could, almost as if to share in each other's warmth. I don't mind sharing it with you. You can have my warmth. His voice lowered in a whisper. The words that left his lips felt like a spell that could make us melt into one. Upon glancing at the clock, I noticed that the short hand was pointing at 4. When I told Tojo, he said it was broken, which gave me a good chuckle. In the end, we never found out what time it was, but that was okay. Oh, it's so sweet. It's so sweet. You said something about mixed things being filthy, but I don't think that that's the case. A great variety of things all becoming one is a truly beautiful thing, if you ask me. I guess you're right. Looks like we're a single creature all along, huh? A single creature. That seemed like the most fitting expression. We both realized that we had been close enough to speak to each other with familiarity. Natsume, Minato. Just our first names, not more. Are you sleeping? How come his parents don't ever come home? Like, that's the one question I need answers to. Like, in the beginning he said, I can't remember what he said, but he said he was a child. What is it called? I have to look it up. But he said, basically, the word that he used, I looked it up, and it says that it's a child whose parents are out for most of the daytime, right? Like, they have to go to school by themselves and wake up by themselves and things like that. But I have never seen his parents back home. Yeah, a bit. I felt like it had taken a long time for us to get here. We took detours, we were reserved and humble around each other, but we now finally stood at the starting line. Minato? He didn't respond. Did he die? He's asleep. Okay, I was about to say. Excuse me. I chuckled to myself when I realized he had fallen asleep. Minato. I'm at the burp. Excuse me. Okay. I look up at the now moonless sky. I thought about how great it would be if one could convey their feelings with just a single, well-chosen word. Huh? You'll continue to work as Mina? Oh, yeah, that's the plan. told you Mina to answer my questions like it was the most obvious thing, which made me even more surprised. I always thought you wanted to quit. I could never. The pay is good, and I have tons of loyal fans like you. If I stop now, it'll be kind of rude to them, don't you think? Well, I appreciate the sentiment. Maids, maids as good as Mina, certainly are one in a million. I know, right? Minato brought his face close to mine. His sparkling eyes were almost dazzling. I work hard trying to find out how to hide my masculinity and be more feminine. I even learned how to apply makeup. And you wouldn't believe how many contact lenses I tried. Well, I didn't even realize you were Mina, so now that I knew the truth, I could definitely pick up the similarities, but at the end of the day, the two of them still felt like entirely different people to me. Don't underestimate layered makeup. Layered, huh? Anyway, I'm glad you still like Mina. Well, she's supposed to be my ideal girl, so it's only natural I like her. Her face is totally my type too. Okay, I'm getting mixed messages from this entire game. Like, I'm trying to understand. Because every time I come to a conclusion, the game acts like it's like the game gives me mixed information. So let me just I think we're almost done. Let me just finish this. You really do have superb taste. I guess we both fell for the same girl, huh? We sure did. I would do that. Wait, okay. Okay, I'm done. Cause I'm just so bewildered by what this game is trying to tell me. Cause this okay. I'm the type who welcomes I'm the type who welcomes fans, just so you know. I guess I'm the same then. Natsume. Tojo Minato made a mischievous smile as he wrapped an arm around my shoulders. Is it just me, or is this the first time you made that face? I'm reserving it for you. I'm reserving it for you. That's probably the tone that's to do with him. He took on my chin with his fingers. Jeez, I'm not a cat. You might as well be one, though. I didn't see how. Ah, I can get mad too, you know. But you can't resist this face, can you? He quickly brought a hand to his mouth and looked at me like a lost puppy. Like taking candy from a baby. Oh, that was him, actually. Wait. Like taking candy from a baby. Ever since that night, Minato had been treating me like his other self. He had always been the type to go overboard for the sake of others. And he always focused on keeping the group entertained and peaceful. He placed great value in maintaining the harmony of his surroundings, which is why he had kept his own opinions suppressed. And so, he had no reason to hold back against his other self. In other words, me. That's my roommate making ruckus in the background if y'all hear all the bags and stuff like that rustling. The fact that this was just him opening up made me somewhat happy. Okay, so are we just gonna go down the list and be friends with, because I thought we want a time limit, but I guess we might not be. So I wonder if we just gonna go down the list of all the guys. Okay, so I have to remember his accent. He had a New York accent. Had a deep voice too. Would you look at that? You two seem awfully close. Well, that's because we are, right? I guess so. Wow, you're almost like siblings. Huh? Or more like twins? They're nothing alike, dude. You're right. Twins. Tojo Minato seemed positively delighted with that comparison. So which one of us... Oh. So which one of us do you think would be the older brother? Minato. Tojo. Tojo? What's with the unanimous... I can't even read. What's with the unanimous agreement? Just so you all aware, I'm actually older than him. You're the type people want to spoil. That doesn't make me particularly happy, you know. He poked my cheek when I started pouting. Yeah. You should be more honest with yourself. During the day, he had always had the upper hand over me. But when night fell, Tojo Minato would seek my warmth and want us to hug each other in silence. Come closer. Okay. Okay, so I guess this is the daily thing that they're doing. Okay. I can hear your heartbeat. Really? It keeps pumping blood through your veins. Yeah, that's what a heart does, I'm pretty sure. If it ain't doing that, there's something wrong with it. Listen to mine, too. I crouched and brought my face close to his chest. Can you hear it? Not really. Are you sure? Oh wait, I think I just did. It's kind of tickles. I wish the sounds of our hearts could synchronize. I wish they would melt and become one. Also, I want to know who that boy is. That older man and his, you know that tape that he had when he was younger and he had a recording with some older guy? I wonder who that guy is that he made a song with. After saying that, excuse me, I need to burp again. Excuse me. He gingerly pulled my hair into his embrace. The gentleness of his hand slowly brushing my hair made me close my eyes and pull more strength into my embrace. Twins, huh? If we really were twins, then we had to be the most twisted pair on earth. We were nothing alike. Perhaps I could have become more familiar with him if I was still not to me. And if he was Mina, maybe the two of us would have become a better pair than we were now. Two faces, four faces. We had different sides to us, and they constantly flipped like pieces in a game of reversing? I have never heard of that game before. Oh. I've seen it. Okay, I've seen this. Okay, I didn't know it had a name. Well, I never knew the name to this game. I never knew to this dude. I never knew the name to that game. Of course it had a name. I just never knew it had a name to it. Anyway, we treasure this moment when our colors have finally become one from the bottom of our hearts. If we continue being this happy, MAMIYA would have no reason to ever appear before him. Or so I thought. Please don't say he dies. Okay. He's still alive. He's still alive. A concert? Yeah, I got tickets for my parents. Where are your parents? Like, I never see them. They never come home, no matter how late it is. So how you get your tickets from the parents? I got tickets for my parents. Oh, they came back yesterday? Okay, were they on a business trip? Yeah, it's been ages since we had dinner together. The bags on my dad's eyes were really something else. He flashed a smile. He got 2 tickets from someone at work, but neither of them can afford to take the day off. So in the end, they just asked me to go instead. Oh, You also listen to classical music? Not often, but someone I know used to be really into it. Why not go with him then? Oh, is that jealousy I'm detecting? No. It's fine, don't worry. It's you I want to go with. I see. I suppose we can go then. But do try to wear something other than a trench coat, okay? I'll think about it. Okay, so one thing I don't understand is that they pick up on the fact that he's wearing a trench coat, but apparently he looked because us okay. He's supposed to be on someone else's body right now, so they don't recognize it as him. Because since he's dead and he's a spectator, in order to invade the story, he has to be in a physical body. So that's the reason why I don't recognize him. But it's still the same sprite that we saw in the spectator realm, and also the same sprite that we saw him in flashbacks when Natsume was still alive. So I'm trying to understand, what does he look like right now? He's obviously wearing a trench coat because that's, he just pointed it out on his sprite. So he has the same exact hairstyle, he has the same exact band-aid, he has the same exact skin, eye color as the old Natsume. Like what is different between him and the old Natsume, because they have the same sprite. Ooh, this is a nice outfit. Look at this. He has a blazer. He got a nice sweater vest and stripe button-up shirt. That's nice. Ooh, ooh, ooh! Look at that. That's a nice purple suit with a purple tie, and the way his hair is like brushed down to the side like that. That looks nice. And the way his hands in his pockets. Ooh, could you have put on a tie? Like, it would have make told your outfit would look a lot better if you had a tie. But that looks nice. Okay. Oh, he did say purple was his favorite color, didn't he? Because he wanted to have purple curtains when he was shopping for his apartment. See, I answered your request. Let's go, Natsume. Tojo Minato extended his hand towards me. He was considerate as always. The place had a tall, gaudily decorated ceiling. The people around us were filled with expectations of a good performance, as well as a decent amount of tension. I sat down, crossed my legs, and pored over the program. Was that person who liked classical music your ex-girlfriend or something? Hey, don't make me laugh at a place like this. Are you the one who made him sound like a big deal, though? Look, you got it all wrong. It was just an old acquaintance. We kind of grew apart over the years. Were you too close? Yeah, very. They taught me plenty of things, and they showered me with kindness and joy. I see. What about you? Have you ever dated anyone? Huh? Wait, what do I have to do with this? I just want to know. Uh, oh look, the show's about to start. Hey, Natsume. I waved my hand as if pushing his words away. A few moments later, the lights in the room were beginning to dim. The curtain rose, revealing the orchestra and the lights. Huh? Uh-oh. MAMIYA's about to come up and steal back the show. The lit stage was barren. Not just the stage. There was no audience either. Even Tojo Minato was gone. Huh? What's going on? Okay, so this is MAMIYA's voice. Okay, so MAMIYA had a New Zealand accent. So let me put that back on. Also, if MAMIYA is Tojo Minato's twin. It's kind of weird that they have two different accents. Again, like I gave up Mina a completely different accent than him. Now I'm giving his possible twin a completely different accent than him. But he could have been raised somewhere else, obviously. Like twins who grow up apart, they can have different accents. And, you know, they never lived together. So it's possible to have them have different accents. I just thought it was funny. Okay. So let me see. This is a concert for you alone. For you alone. Oh, this. This is a concert for you alone. I look up high on the stage where the voice came from. There, I saw a conductor bathe in spotlights. Oh, okay, never mind. That was not the MAMIYA I was thinking about. So, okay, he had an upland southern accent. Okay. This is a he had a high pitched voice too. This is a concert for you alone. MAMIYA! Overcome by anger, I stood up. That's bad manners. He swung his baton down, forcing me to sit. Ah! Before I realized MAMIYA was right in front of me, pointing his baton at my face. You know nothing about Minato. What do you mean? I know him. I know the melodies he adores, the rhythms that soothe his heart, and the gradients that make him feel good. I'm more fit to be at his side than anyone else. There's nothing you could do for him. That's not true. I can save him. You can't. Then, what about the others? What'll happen to the others if you deal with Minato? I get closer to them too. At the same time, how long would that take? Do you think that could be easy? And what'll happen to Minato while you're busy with them? The baton touched my nose. Before I knew it, his legs were on the chair in front of me, and he was facing me from up close. I can do it. Only for Minato. I'm here. His voice is not childlike, but he is angry, so I can give him a deeper voice. On the same battlefield he fights on, I'll stand by him. I'll protect him and fight with him. You have no shape. You couldn't protect him even if you tried. I can fight too. I'll support Tojo Minato without your help, MAMIYA. That's my role as a soul twin. Soul brother. If you're that confident, then show me. Show me the ending you desire. Show me the happy life that Minato will lead. Natsume? I opened my eyes and saw Tojo Minato looking at me with a confused expression. Oh, we missed the performance. Oh, the performance was over. Huh? Oh. Well, I suppose I can understand enjoying it so much that you... What? That doesn't make any sense. I suppose I can understand enjoying it so much that you fall asleep. If someone falls asleep to a performance, that doesn't mean that they enjoy it. Unless it's supposed to be a soothing lullaby or some type of soothing, calming music. But you want to stay awake and be enthralled with the performance? But still, huh? Where's MAMIYA? What? Oh, never mind. You must be tired. I'm definitely taking you to a rock festival next time. Sure, absolutely. I want to go somewhere again. still wearing our fancy outfits. We ended up going to Tojo Minato's place, like it was a given. I'm about to burp again. Excuse me. Excuse me. Gosh, I after I eat dinner. Okay. We went underground on the way and got some dessert and champagne. Let's make this an especially luxurious day. We walk on the dark sidewalk, holding treasures in each hand. There were plain houses on each side and cheap city lights above us. We felt like we were the only high class people here, and we will all get it, and we'll all get it about it. I wanted to flaunt. I wanted people to know just how wonderful we were. Good morning. Tojo Minato got up from the sofa. He went to sleep on it the moment we arrived and didn't much care that his clothes were all wrinkled. Where's the cake? In the fridge. Did you eat some already? I saved it. Within the ashen room, there was only a red fruit. Waiting for us. We pick it up with a spoon and began eating the raspberry mousse cake. I loved the way its taste kind of just exploded all over my mouth. It's almost morning. How long was I asleep? I'm not sure. The clock never shows the right time. Still half asleep, Tojo Minato walked over to the speakers. If morning's coming, we might as well put on some bright music. That was a good idea. He picked out a CD and put it on. It was a Japanese hit that used to be popular a few years back. He took out some champagne from the bag and looked at the bottle with a stern expression. This will be the second champagne I drink this month. You don't drink it much? Not really. Only about once a year, I'd say. Wow. I feel like such an adult now. He removed the cork like he was opening a Christmas present and gently poured it in. Morning champagne. This should help us wake up. Yeah. We shared a chuckle. After clanking our glasses together, we both took a sip. A cold breeze blew in from between the curtains. I opened the window, making the crisp winter air waft through the stale room. I like all the CGs that we get in. This is nice. We look out into the city and took another sip. He has really, Natsume has really nice eyes. Okay, wait. I just realized that Natsume clearly looks like himself in the CG. So what do they not see? How this is reminding me of the Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation, or the founder of Diabolism, Modao Zushi, that Shansha BL series. I watched the Donghua, the anime for it, and in the Donghua, Wei Wuxian, who was the main character, died like 19 years prior to the beginning of to the present timeline of the show. But he was resummoned back with a summoning ritual by this random guy, right? But the guy his body was supposed to be a vessel for his soul. But the guy so coincidentally looked like Wei Wuxian, right? And had the same voice. And Wei Wuxian always has the same soul, so he has the same personality. So if the same personality is in that body that looks just like him, how come it took him so long for people to realize that was Wei Wuxian? So it's reminding me of this. It's reminding me of this. How come they don't see that this guy looks exactly like Natsume, has the same name as Natsume because he slipped up when he was introducing himself and decided to just keep his name, and he has all of Natsume's memories, and he has other stuff that Natsume should only know. So I'm trying to understand how they don't Like, please, I need an answer. But yeah, this is a nice purple hue over the CGs. Looks nice. The morning glow illuminated our glasses. The purple gradient seemed to melt into the fluid. It's almost like we're drinking winter itself. His voice was now a whisper, and I found myself captivated by his drowsy expression. The cassette tape. Hmm? Do you always have it on you? Oh, yeah. What's on it? Just something I recorded with someone. A recording? They just sang something? Yeah, it was a song that person created. We sang it together. Even now, I can remember it just like it happened yesterday. We had so much fun. I'd love to hear it myself. Well, the tape has been stretched. So I guess MAMIYA hadn't fixed the tape for him yet. Well, at the end of his first room, when he killed himself in the bathroom, and we came in and saw the tape, we played it back and we just heard a bunch of gibberish, which is obviously signaling that the tape was broken, you know? So I wonder if MAMIYA actually uses magic to fix the tape so we could hear what he recorded again, or he was so emotionally drained with the stress of his, deviant quote unquote acts and suicidal thoughts and all the stuff that was going on in his route, his like fall down route, and he was descending into despair, that he was just emotionally manipulated, and MAMIYA was able to get him to pretend that he was able to listen to the tape. I want to know what the deal with that is. Does MAMIYA actually have the powers to change stuff? He sounded an embarrassed chuckle. Record something over it then. What? I mean, you can't listen to it anymore, right? So let's just record some over it. But the tape's stretched. I don't really know what that means. I've never used a tape before. But I'm assuming that means that the tape is like out of place and it's hard to it won't fit in place. I guess that's what that means. I've never used a tape recorder before, so I don't know how that's like. You can listen to it again if you record something new. I see, but I looked straight at him. He was smiling, but I could tell by his darkened gaze that he was desperately looking for a way to deflect my suggestion. He looked both pitiable and adorable. Minato, let's overwrite this cassette tape. I made a point to use his name. I really hope that we do, because the cassette tape was what drove him to be mad and decide to end his life in the last time. So I hope we do this, because he's holding on to some baggage that he needs to get let go. He was struggling to muster up an answer, and then our eyes met. He was considering it. He was about to choose between his memories and the present. However, I already knew his answer. You better sing really well then. I knew all too well that he ended up picking me. It was almost like I could see it. It was almost like I could see into his mind. Uh-oh. MAMIYA ain't happy. Minato. Did my magic reach you? Did my love grant you peace? On long, restless nights, start gently chanting, and I'll cast a spell on you, the kind that won't be broken when the clock hits midnight. I'll cast a spell, bibbidi bobbidi. I'll cast a special BBD bobbidi boo spell. I love you, now and forever. 4th Friday, December. I'm scared because MAMIYA just came back and tried to do his magic, so I'm scared. I hope he didn't kill himself. I'm so scared that Tojo's gonna die. Every time that MAMIYA comes up or every time we leave, I'm just scared that he's gonna die again. But I want him to live. I want them all to live. Tokyo, during the year in which the world was prophesied to end, the 4th Friday of the final month of the year, with Natsume's memorial mass over, all the participants went to visit his grave. Tojo Minato was standing in front of the church, his raven locks dancing in the wind. His expression was stern and sullen. Minato, Natsume, when he looked up at me with palpable worry in his eyes, I gently wrapped an arm around his shoulders. It's okay. Natsume won't hate you no matter what you give him. Yeah, you're right. I've come this far. I'll take responsibility for my choice and see Natsume off with a smile. That's the most I could do for him. Yeah. He was no longer the Tojo Minato who tried to make up to Natsume for a sin he didn't commit. Standing before me now was a strong, beautiful person who looked ahead while bowing down on his trembling lips. Let's go visit Natsume's grave. Okay. The public cemetery was in an open area some distance away from the church. Various graves were lined up in a crowded area sprinkled in green. We stopped in front of one. It was just like all the others, lacking any distinguishing features. It belonged to Natsume Soichiro. In other words, me. A strong gust of wind blew past us. Even so, Tojo Minato stood before the grave, grasping both of his hands in a refined manner. What he chose to give Natsume was a flower. A flower? Are you surprised? I thought you were gonna give him his phone. That's what you said you do. Yeah, but I changed my mind. I chose to keep his phone with me. Although, even on my way here, I was still feeling kind of conflicted about it. But if I got rid of it, the guilt I felt for Natsume would come back. And Mina would likely vanish too. That's why I'm not giving his phone to anyone. Giving away his phone to anyone. Not even to you. I need it so I can continue being myself. I see. And besides, I've always wanted to do this. To give Natsume a flower that will suit him. This idea has been in the back of my mind ever since I got that yellow bouquet. After saying that, Tojo Minato placed a bouquet of yellow gerberas. I have never heard of that flower before. Oh, it's a type of daisy. How do you pronounce that? Oh, gerbera. Gerbera. So gerberas. I've got like gerberas on Natsume's casket. Okay, I'm about to burp again. Okay, I feel it coming up, but I just can't do it. Wait, it's about to come up. Excuse me. It's not really like me to do this. I mean, flowers is such a cliche thing to offer, you know? Still, I think it's okay. Yeah, they look wonderful. This is a gift based on your own taste, Some you and you alone pick. The shape, the scent, the color, they all suit him perfectly. Mm. It's certainly a better fit for him than anything another person could ever hope to choose. Come on, you're just being over dramatic. It's how I genuinely feel though. I'm sure he'll be glad. We look at Natsume's grave for a good while before finally walking off. Let's go then, Minato. Next time, I'll pick flowers that suit you. Oh, like you did for Natsume? Of course. Natsume and you are different people after all. Yeah, that's true. Is it? I know. I want to know. Well, I can understand that, because Natsume was a silly, eccentric guy, and they hadn't really talk a lot. You know, they knew each other in class, and they would chat a little bit in class, but you know, they never really talked. But now Natsume is here with a purpose. You know, to save all his friends from dying to Mamiya. So he's being more serious, but he's also showing more of his, you know, cute, clumsy, airheaded, I don't know how to describe it, but that side of him that maybe wasn't seen by Tojo a lot, because they never really interacted a lot when they were, like when Natsume was alive. So I can understand why he might see as different people. But I'm like, how different is he really acting from Natsume? I want to know. I had no idea what waited behind us behind the hill, beyond the end of the story. However, it's fine. I'm sure you'll draw up a wonderful world. I believe in you. What are you even talking about? Come on, you're falling behind. Hey, wait up. Let us go then and find out what awaits us beyond that light. Aww, ending. Minato Tojo sighed. Oh, there we go. Okay, Mamiya's back. So this is the true Mamiya. Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Yeah, I like that. Are you absolutely sure this kind of ending made your friend happy? All right. You may just enjoy bathing. You may just enjoy bathing your happiness without knowing the truth, you bystander. Oh, look at him. Minato's on the side of the home screen. Okay, so usually I end the streams at an hour and 30 minutes. But we still have about 15 minutes before the half an hour mark. So let's just, I guess we can start. Oh, wait. An error. YouTube is not receiving enough videos to maintain smooth streaming. No. Error. How do I fix this? It's Poe. Streaming status is Poe. 2,848. No. %. Okay, so well, streaming status is Paul, so I guess we might as well just end the stream since we just finished a route, so it just makes sense to just end the stream. So tomorrow we're gonna continue with Psychedelica, the Black Butterfly. We should be branching off into different people's routes, because if you look on the flowchart map, you see 4 different arrows going in different directions. So I'm guessing that's when we choose who we're gonna go with, and I should look to see if there's a recommended route order to this. So yeah, but tomorrow we're gonna do Psychedelic of the Black Butterfly, and later this week we'll do My Sims PC and Start Again. And this week I am off. You know, I told y'all that I started a job the summer. So next week I get my schedule next week. So this week it should be completely, I'm completely free. So we're doing a regular schedule. But next week I'll see what my schedule is, and I'll be adjusting the stream schedules to fit my work schedule. Because usually you could count on me streaming Monday and Tuesday every week, and then probably Friday and Saturday to stream the non-visual novel games that we've been doing. So that might change. So it depends if I get a morning shift, an afternoon shift, and which days. I believe the Starbucks that I'm working at is closed on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, so I should be able to stream on those days in the afternoon, and we'll see about the other days. Also, I'll be streaming on Saturday evenings as well, because I'm not gonna work on Saturday. Yeah, so I'll update y'all when I get my schedule next week. But thank y'all very kindly, much obliged for coming to my stream.